Well, hello folks, welcome to episode 7 of our 15th season here at RFC Liege. As you can see, we are at the end of the season and it's been a busy last little part of the season. It's gone quite well. Yes, so yeah, lots to get through in this episode. We've played 4 games since we were last together. Put in 4 pretty solid performances, actually. Unfortunately, we didn't pick up 4 wins, but, you know, it never works out like that. Let's go and have a look at those results, and we'll have a chat about what we're doing at the final game of the season against Kotrijk. As you can see, the game against RFC, great 2-0 victory with that bizarre goal from Gerard. We then played Club Brugge, and you can see here, we matched them for most of this game. We lost 2-0. In the first half, we were easily the better team. They had 1 shot. We had 7 or 8 shots. We had a couple of highlights, weren't able to make the most of them. And yeah, it was a lovely bit of play that gave them their first goal. And then we went a little bit more attacking. They scored right at the death. But really happy with the performance away against the likes of Club Brugge. They're not having the best season, but still. Then we played Genk, hard game, and we won this 2-0. Van Dam and Nana with the goals. It was a really, really nice performance. Probably didn't have as many chances as we did against Club Brugge, but we scored them this time, which was good. Against Liege, hard away game here. This was a real battle, a really enjoyable game to watch. As you can see, we lost it, but we were 1-1. Simon Picard scoring his first goal of his career, and what a goal it was. It was an absolute worldie from distance into the top corner. And yeah, Jolly had a couple of one-on-one opportunities, missed both of those, and then late on, they scored a couple of goals to win the game. Disappointed with the result, but the performance again, very, very strong. And then we just played Dines, bottom of the league. Wapatale, Jolly with a couple. A much better game for him today. Really showed what he's capable actually of today. And Skikorski, the helicopter, he got himself sent off, which made the game a little more tense than it needed to be. So he's not going to be playing today. And Wapatale, he isn't going to be playing today either because he picked up suspension from that game. So yeah, all very good, but yeah, the red card was a blatant red card. He went in both feet raised. It was an absolute disgusting challenge. He's done all right, the poor lad, but wow, it was agricultural to say the least. But here we are, end of the season, and we are sitting currently in 14th. Which, if you'd have said this, 10 games ago, I would not have believed we would be on 34 points, but the end of the season has been absolutely cracking, and we look like we can play football again, which is nice to see. Other news, Van Herk, he's finally going to be able to play a few minutes today. He's on the bench, and we look forward to seeing him in the side. Masec, he'll be playing his last game for Liege. I mean, the guy has been here forever. Started his career off in the 2022 season, so just after we started, came through the youth system and has made 253 appearances, 39 goals. It would be lovely for him to get that 40th goal today, 23 assists and a 6.81 average rating over those 200 odd games. What a legend this guy is, but he is going to be leaving at the end of the season. I don't think... he wanted to be a star player. He also wanted an increase to his wages up to around 2k. He's just not worth it. He's fast, and that's all he's got going for him. He's the first touch, passing, all poor, and stamina is going down. So he doesn't last very well in games. So he's a 28-year-old player. He's still got... He's still got games to play, I think, but not, unfortunately, for us. So, yeah, bit of a legend leaving the club. All right, let's get into that final game of the season against Kotrijk. They're on a little bit of a poor run. They've not won in 3. I mean, it's not going to mean anything against us, but what would be nice just to just to put a performance out there right at the end against them and show them, yeah, we're not a terrible team. Right then, we're sort of getting there. One other thing I wanted to mention is that we have had a youth intake, and it was a golden generation, and we did get a player who I think is going to be pretty damn good. Christian Driesen, who is a striker, and look at him, look at his attributes here. Dribbling 12, finishing 15, first touch 11, fast as well. He's aggressive, so that it remains to see whether that works for him or against him. There are some of his mental attributes which could be a little bit better. Some of the anticipation, decision making and work rate, we would like to see those improve, but he's 16 years old, and it would be nice for him to up some of his ability to pass the ball. But as attacking an advanced forward, what you want him to be able to run at them, and that is exactly what he can do, and he can finish as well. So the basics he has, and he's 16-year-old. I think we are going to get something out of him. I'm not going to show you any of the others. None of them were particularly great. None of them were particularly great. We've had Rico Bailey, this is the Gibraltar international. He looks like he's going to be quite good, and I think next season you will be seeing him in the first team, at least in and around the first team, maybe getting a couple of games or so. Right, we're going to get into it. Let's see how we do. Okay, so here is the team that is going to be starting, and as you can see, there's lots of links being made between players, which is good to see. We have Jolly up top, we have Gerard, Nana and Van Dam as our attacking three. They're doing quite well. As you can see, we're playing Van Dam on the right, Nana in the centre. That seems to be working quite nicely. Nana's quite likes it there. Although, his abilities, what's happened here? Well, yeah, anyway, he's been doing all right in that role. We've got Jacquot and Carré as our more defensive pair. Skikorski's been playing well in that ball-winning midfielder role. We are going to be bringing back the Tahitian Robert. I'm pretty sure he's going to do the business for us next season. I'm excited about that. He's developing nicely as well. And across the back line, we've got Picard, Giastathis, Abeljan's back in because all the other two defensive players are out. Miyanga is on the right side, with Fernandez in goal. On the bench, we're a little light in terms of centre-backs, but Saidi can play on that role. Mayenga can play that role, so I'm sure we can manage to make this work. Ooh. Right, fingers crossed. Can we perform against Kotrijk? Okay, here we go. We will be going out. We're playing cautious because they are... What we did against Club Brugge was to frustrate them and limit their chances, play on cautious and try and get them on the break, and that seemed to work quite nicely. So that's what we're trying to do here. Doesn't always work, but we'll see. Here is a chance here. Garcia rides the challenge from Carré. They're playing it around in midfield. Hajartson, and that's a mistake from Picard. He went for the ball, and Sabo just nipped in behind him. Scores a cracking goal. So that's not the start we were after, but I mean, you can't knock that strike. So Gerard, there's a bit of a hole opening up on this side, and Picard went in, missed, didn't make the challenge, and they just absolutely smashed it past us. So a little bit disappointing there, but it's early days. Right then, so throw into Troost and Alexandre. They look good, Kotrijk. I mean, lovely ball in. And again, it's the left back who probably should have done a little bit better there. He has scored a goal recently, his first of the season, but we 3 shots against us and they've scored 2, so that's pretty damn efficient. Mayenga at right back has the ball. He's played a long one over. It's Jolly. He's been doing a little bit of this recently, but he tries to shoot from there. Bless him. Oh dear. You're not scoring from there, mate, but it's nice to see. Well, we will replace Picard. He's not had a good game, and we've got Lafarge. I definitely said change him, and they didn't change him, and now he's got himself injured, so that's annoying. Oh, bugger. Well, I missed the header as the ball comes in. Troost, they do look better than us, unfortunately, all over the pitch. Our defence, I think we need to defend a little bit wider with this team. They are really causing us trouble down the wing, so we will try and do that. Ball over the top. All right then, half time. Let's be honest, we've been second best for the majority of the game. It was a quick start, and that did not help us. I think it's much easier when we don't concede earlier on. We frustrate them and then grow into the game. So we'll go with the avenge shout. We're going to demand more right at the start. Ball is just chucked forward. Nana does get that though, and it's Mr. Jolly. What are you going to do, mate? Ball round the corner. Gerard. Is that a... I thought it was going to penalty. It's not. It's another goal for Van Dam. He has been awesome this season. I think he might be on 9 this season, which is a huge amount of goals. Round the corner. Gerard, the tackle looked dodgy. Jolly didn't care. And Van Dam just nicks it in. So we're back in the game. We have a throw-in for Kotrijk. Down the left side, Gerard. He's going to have another shot, and he is a danger, that guy. An absolute danger. Shot just wide. It does seem that changing that defensive, making them defend a little bit wider, has helped in this game. We have the ball now. Van Dam into Carré, into Jacques. Is he going to be able to find a ball? Potentially he does. That looked a bit of a dodgy challenge, but nothing doing. Haven't seen a penalty for or against for quite some time. Jacques goes wide, but he misses the pass. Callan, who's injured, is bombing down the right side. That's not fair. Ball in, and it's straight into Fernandez's arms. But yeah, Jacques should be doing a little bit better with the pass. Oh, it's another terrible ball there from Fernandez. He's missed a few passes. We have had one absolute dreadful bit of play from Fernandez, where he had the ball headed back to him, and we've just conceded there, haven't we? But he had the ball headed back to him on the line, and he just kind of controlled it with his feet and kind of walked back into his goal, and the striker just, he just kicked it forward. Yeah, that was frustrating, but that was a lovely move there from Kotrijk. Difficult to do anything more against that. I don't think we're getting back into this game, to be perfectly honest. What we will do is make a change at this point. So, what happened there? Why was Lafarge not on? Jacques going to come off. And I don't think yeah, let's bring on Van Herk. I'm really confused. Something's gone wrong here. I'm not sure. I think I've only made 2 subs and I'm not allowed to make another one. It's very confused. At least it has brought on Lafarge this time. I'll have to look back and see whether he was on or not, or what was going on. Are we allowed to make that substitution? I don't know. Van Dam chips it in. And it looks like it's another chance for them. Marquez catches it, and he's going to set off another opportunity. But we've got it on the left side here. Lafarge into Saidi. Is it a chance for us? Gerard running forward. Come on, mate. Shoots from there. Why not? No, I'm not allowed to make another change. So that's great. So unfortunately, Masec isn't going to be able to come on, and neither is Van Herk. So we lost 3-1. Not a terrible performance, really. We were second best and deserved to lose. Yes, we only made 2 substitutions for some reason because of some glitch in the game. It'd be nice to have that 3rd substitution, but there we go. We've finished the season, and we are not relegated, and we're not playing in the relegation playoff. So that is bloody fantastic. So in the end, we finish in 14th in the league, which is great. Antwerp must have lost their final game. They did against Liege, so we were never going to catch Union up. So that's pleasing. So we didn't lose anything there. So we finished where we could finish. That's pretty good. Picard is out for 2 or 3 days. Right then, let's have a think about this. I think in terms of player of the season, I think it's probably going to be Victor Fernandez. As always, we're not going to wait until the player of the season award comes through, because it's basic. The whole playoff system has to happen, and there's a lot of games in that. I think overall it was a pleasing second half of the season, a really bad first half of the season. We seem to be playing better now, creating chances. I think we need 1 or 2 more players. I think I forgot to say earlier on, finances have been sorted yet again by our very kind owners. They pumped another 4 million into the club, but already we're 1.5 million in debt. So it's just chaos. The finances here. It's not even bother. I don't even care worrying about it. I've also had a new contract, so I've just signed that, which is kind of nice. And budget wise, we are over budget, so we might have to do something about that. There are some sort of things happening in the club in terms of next season's spend. Oh God, we could be paying more next season, so we'll have to think about how to deal with that. Maybe we will see 1 or 2 players leaving, but I think maybe a little refresh needs to happen. Anyway, folks, if you have enjoyed this season or this episode, please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you for the next season, season 16. See you there. Goodbye.